Good evening. Hello everyone. How are we all? How are we doing? So, reminder about where we sit on our fit ball, because we don't want to be rocking around. Remembering as well, before I get started on how we sit on the ball, that if you're lifting the pelvic floor and you are strengthening your core, so you're connecting everything, that means that belly button is gently drawing back and the pelvic floor is lifting. If that's all happening, everything's going to be a lot stronger in the center. So when you move in and out along the ball or around and upside down and all the rest of it on your ball, that is going to help your balance a hell of a lot, okay? So just keep that in mind. And the other thing is making sure your ball is either on the mat or off the mat. I think I'm half and half at the moment. It's not too bad, because that can affect your balance as well. All right, so we want to have our knees directly in front of the hip bones, and then we want to have those feet in line as well. So just be careful. I do find a lot of people go, oh yeah, my knees are in line, but the feet are sticking out here. So make sure they're under. Okay, let's sit up as tall as we can, trying to draw those sit bones towards each other. And then we're just going to do some little circles. And I really just want you to try and focus on that pelvis here, okay? So feet don't move. Upper body is nice and still, and it's all in the center of the body. And being the first exercise off the mark, you might find that you're a little bit stiff to start with. And we just keep rolling it out. Let's slowly start to make these circles bigger. So when we make it bigger, I want you to really think about your C-curve position. That's when we tuck the bum under, we do that pelvic tilt. Okay, so my feet are still flat on the floor, but I'm just making that C-curve movement a little bigger. I'm going to turn sideways so that you can see exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so we're just making it a little bigger, and it's still just working through the center. Let's go as big as we can. I'm going to slow it down a little bit. All right. Slow it down just so that we can really feel that circle. And now let's reverse it. So we're going to start off big this time. Go in the other direction, nice and big. Tuck under and push backwards. Lift up out of those hips. Make it a little smaller here. Good. And then smaller again. Tiny, tiny little ones here. You might be able to feel those legs working along the top here as well, okay? Just as you balance yourself and you push down into the floor. Good, let's find that center. Turn around again. Okay. Belly button gently drawing back. I want you to get a little pulse. Try not to sink your whole body into the ball, so I don't want you bouncing around like this. I want it completely controlled. That pelvic floor is lifting, so if we feel that pelvic floor lifting, and you might be able to feel that in this movement, that's to stop you sinking into the ball each time you come down. Okay, in 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, got it? Arms up, arms down. Arms up, arms down. Forward, out. Forward, out. And forward, up, out. Forward, up, out. Again. Still lifting that pelvic floor. How are those arms going? What's dropped off first? The arm movement or the bounces? Bit of coordination. Let's stop with our arms out to the side and slow those bounces down. Good. I want you to keep the arms as they are and just tilt yourself over, squeezing the waistline. Try and keep the ball still and center and over. So you can see I'm not bringing my arm up above me. Those arms are in the same spot, nice and level. So if I had a broomstick running from one arm to the other arm, okay, then I'm not going to move it. I will be connected to it the whole time. And over, and up, and over. Feel yourself lift up, get that pelvic floor engaged as you sit up, and over, and sit up, and over, and sit up. And one more each side. Good, last one, over, and up. Good, take your arms down. All right, we're gonna start that pulse again. This time we're gonna go up around the side and down the front. So each pulse is a different movement. So it's four pulses or 4 bounces for the whole thing. So it's 2 up, 2 down. That was a long way to say that. So we go out, up, forward, down, out, up, forward, down, out, up, forward, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. How are we going out there? I feel like someone, at least one of you, maybe more, probably more, are getting a little bit lost. That's okay, just get those arms moving. I nearly got lost then. Good, and one more, up, up, down, down, good, and slow the pulses down. Okay, those feet are still directly in front of you. Just take the feet away from you a little bit. Tuck the tailbone under and pull up tall. Make sure you're not pushing that bum backwards here, okay? We're going to tuck and we're going to lift. Feel the sit bones, those bum bones draw towards each other so that that lift comes straight up through the pelvic floor and up the center of the body. And again. And again. Good, let's do a few more. And 3. And 2. And 1. Good, we pull up tall and we're going to do the right knee, lifting it up. 1 and 2 and 3. Now the higher you lift, the harder it is to balance. I don't want you pushing down into the ball. 3, 2 and 1. Good, so if you're wobbling around, remember what I said at the beginning, it's about lifting in the center, using the tummy, using the pelvic floor, using the lower back. This whole area needs to be strong, even when you lift that leg, to help keep you balanced. Let's try the other leg. 1 and 2. Take it smaller if you're wobbling. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right, here's a fun one for you. You're going to jump your legs out into a V and then jump them back in, okay? Without letting your butt leave the ball. So it's out and in, out and in, and out and in. Let's go. Good. Make sure the knees are moving as well as the feet, okay? So we don't want to be dropping it. We don't want to be doing this, okay? Bring the knees out, out. Good. Got a nice straight spine, lifting that pelvic floor the whole time. Belly button back, out, 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 out. Once more, out, stop. Good. All right, we can feel those legs starting to work. Let's lift that leg again. Up and down, 2, 3, belly button back, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. Change legs, 1, 2. I want you feeling this leg working here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ready to jump and out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. All right. Stopping yourself there, still lifting. All right. Let's walk it out a little. We're going to do a back stretch here. So we'll start with a roll down, which you all know. Drop the chin to the chest and roll down. Belly button back and we roll up. Good. Take your hands to the side of the ball. Take the legs about a step away from you, okay, and start to lean back slowly on the ball. Now you want to be looking at the ceiling now, okay? I'm going to take my feet and walk them away, but keeping that belly button right on top of the ball and lengthening out those legs. Now, if you don't feel stable here, bend your knees, okay? But if you can lengthen them, you're gonna get a greater stretch. We're gonna now let those arms hang down by the side of the ball, let those shoulders roll back and the head roll back. So we're now arching the back around the ball, okay? So to stay on top of the ball, you need to be following a line along the ceiling, not looking around from side to side. Okay, now to come back up, we're going to just bend those knees and bring the feet in just a little. Then we're going to bring the chin into the chest. I'm going to use my tummy muscles as I walk back like we've done a curl, and we sit up nice and tall. So hands on the ball if you need that little bit of extra support. Let's do that again. Let's roll down nice and slowly. Breathe in, and we're going to breathe out. We're going to roll back up and sit up tall. We're going to take a little step forward, and I'm going to lengthen my legs, but you don't need to, okay? Try not to let the legs go too wide, but definitely not close together, okay? Let the arms and the shoulders wrap around the ball. Let the head come down so that your neck is just relaxed. Really let those arms go as well. Hold it. And bend the knees a little, one little step back, chin into the chest, slowly walk yourself back and sit up nice and tall. Let's do that once more. Rolling down and breathing in, breathe out, rolling up, lifting everything through the center of the body. Tuck the pelvis. One little step, then we're going to lengthen out the legs. That belly button needs to be right on the top of the ball. Arms and shoulders wrap around the ball, head comes back. Feel the stretch through the back. Good, I'm going to grab hold of the ball, bend the knees a little, walk back, tuck the chin in, and come all the way back to the top. How'd you go? Good, all right. I'm going to get you to grab your weights now, and we will actually stand up. Okay, so I'm going to take my feet about the width of my mat and put a bend in my knees, and then just place the ball against my knees, okay? So that's how I'm going to hang on to the ball. It's between my knees now, so the inner thighs are going to engage, pelvic floor is going to be lifted. Back up. Turn the palms and let's curl in. 1 and 2 and 3. Hold that ball. And 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. And 10. Good. Dig those knees down into the ball. Squeeze the ball and hinge forward. Chin tucks and elbows back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep that pelvic floor lifted. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tailbone under as you come up tall. So I'm not putting as much bend in my knees here, but it is still bent. Curling for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Turn the palms, dig those knees in and pinch. Open. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look down at the floor just past your ball to keep the back of the neck long. 8, 9, and 10. Good, stand tall, lift that pelvic floor here. All right, shoulders are back, we're gonna slowly lift out. Now my elbows are slightly bent here, okay? And I just want you to come up to shoulder height, no higher. And if you find that it hurts at all to go that high, just make it smaller. So no higher than shoulder height, and then back down. Belly button back. Good, let's do that once more. And slowly up and slowly down. They should have been getting heavier. Curl in, elbows out and up. still squeezing that ball gently with those knees. 3, 4, and 5. Good, bring it in and slowly down, chest open and out. 1. If it gets too much, you lower those arms, don't go as high, especially if you're feeling it in your neck, okay? 2 more. Strong wrists. Good, curl into the shoulders, elbows out. See if you can keep your elbows lifted. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 more, and 5. Good, bring it in and slowly down. All right, loosen up those shoulders gently. You've got weights in your hands, remember. Okay, we're going to hinge. Bring your arms forward. It's on the shelf there. Bye. Sorry, had a visitor. Matthew lost his computer. Pull back. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, and we hold. We lengthen for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to take the ball. Now, if you can, take a step out and pull the ball through so you can sit down. But you need to make sure that ball is through, okay? Then I'm gonna bring my legs around the front. Good, we're all there. I'm gonna take my feet out a little bit wider for now because I'm gonna hinge again and bring the arms down and pull the elbows out. You're with me? 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 more, and 5. Good, walk those feet in. What was the one I was gonna do? Oh, up against the ball. Take the elbows back again, and this time lengthen with a little stand. But you're not releasing the ball from behind you, okay? I can still feel the ball under my bum and at the back of the legs. Let's do 3 more, and 2, and 1. Good, all right. So you can feel the legs are working as well. We are going to try to pull that ball through the center again, but if you really think that that's not gonna work because you've got little legs or you just can't get it through, then come around, that's okay. All right, let's pinch the ball. So we're doing 5 of each of these tricep movements, okay? So what we should feel warming up is the back of the arm there. All right, let's hinge and pull back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and we hold, lengthen, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good, take the ball, bring it through. So I walk my feet out a little bit more. Bring it round, but still wide. And forward. Ready? Lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, walk the feet in. Bring those legs right up against the ball and hinge. And 1, and 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Good. Bring it through again. I'm going to move back a little bit this time so you can see me clearly. Okay. So we're pinching the ball. Pinching, pinching. All right, hinge and back. 1, 2. Keep the back of the neck nice and long. And we hold. We lengthen the arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Take the ball between the legs if you can. Carefully sit down. I don't want you to end up on the floor. Legs are wide and we hinge. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Walk your feet in. The legs are right up against the ball. And up we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good job. All right. Well, I'm gonna let you have a drink now. That's the kind of person I am. Have a drink, and then we're gonna sit on the ball, but we're still gonna have the weights in our hands. So when you're ready, coming back with your weights in your hands. Now we are going to get the tummies working a little bit now, okay? So we're going to start with the sides, the obliques, okay? And we're going to use our weights for this. So I think I'll try sitting like this and we'll see how it gets on. When we walk out into a curled position, please make sure that you have the ball and your feet on the mat, or the ball and your feet on the floor, okay? Don't be on one half on each part, because if the mat slips or the ball slips, you might end up on the floor, okay? So, sitting up nice and tall, and I know that I'm probably not gonna do the right thing here. I'm gonna go against my rule, so I'll probably end up on the floor, but I just wanna be on the right angle for you. Okay, arms are down by your side, small bend in those elbows, strong upper body. We're gonna squeeze the waist and sit up tall. Then the other side, squeeze and sit up tall and squeeze. Now, I don't want you to use the shoulders, so keep those arms down by your side, keep the shoulders down. Feel the squeeze in that waist. Good, let's do 2 more on each side. And 1, and over, and 2. Keep that belly button back, over. Good, bring those arms in front and extend your legs a little. Make sure your feet are flat on the floor. And pelvic tilt, bring the knees back over the ankles, and as you do that, you're leaning back. And sit up nice and tall. And again. So we're not completely straightening the legs when we lengthen them out. That means when you come back to this sit-up position, your knees should still be slightly bent. Otherwise, you're probably pushing that bum backwards, okay? So it's all about this tuck, and then feel like you're lifting out of the hips. And tuck. We're transferring those knees over the toes. Let's hold it. You can feel the tummy muscles working, rib cage and the lower. Let's do a little twist. If you go too far, you're going to move the ball around underneath you, so keep it small. Keep the belly button back so those tummy muscles are working. And we'll do 1 more to each side. Good, and we'll lift up. Good, okay, we're gonna go out now, tuck, and we're gonna take 1 little step forward. So we're in a curled position. Try and keep your back off the ball. Try and keep your chin in at your chest. Belly button is back. All right, let's push those weights away from the body and bring it back in. And away and in. And away. Good. You don't need to completely straighten those arms. Good, 1 more. And we walk the feet back into the ball as we sit up and lift. Arms down by your side. Let's go again. Down through the side first. Right, 1 and 2 and 3. Make sure you're feeling that squeeze. Don't lose focus on what you're doing. 5, 6. That belly button's pulling back. 7, 8, 9 and 10. Good. Bring the arms in front. Lengthen those legs a little. Tuck the pelvis, knees over the ankles, and hold, and coming back. Lift up tall, and again, tuck and hold. Pull that belly button, draw it back, right back to the spine, so you can really feel those tummy muscles working here. We're going to do 2 more. And 1, and lift, and 2 is where we hold. Good. Twisting for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Center, 1 little step forward, and we're pushing the weights forward. 1 and 2, stay in that curled position. 3 and 4, feel it right underneath the rib cage. Good, 5 more. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, last 1 and 5. Walk back in and sit up tall. Good. All right, shake it out. I don't know about you, but it's getting pretty warm in here. I feel like I say that every single Fitball class. All right, you can loosen up those shoulders and just resting those weights on my legs. Good. Okay, let's pop the weights down. And we're going to stand up again. Grab yourself a drink if you need one. Now, before we go any further, we're just going to pinch that ball between the knees again, just so we can loosen up the shoulders. Okay. So you're lifting that pelvic floor, we're standing tall even though I'm pinching the ball. I'm going to bring the arms forward, take a deep breath in. Breathe out and squeeze back. And breathe in. And out. And cross the arms. Good, have a look which arm's on top. Make sure you change now. Pull back, change arms. Hugging around as much as you can. And out. Good. And forward. Turn the palms, one up, one down, and pull back and release. And other side, push back and release. And again, one more each side, push back and release. And push back and release. Arms down. Good. All right, well, now that we've loosened up those shoulders, we're going to pick up the ball. We're going to get those arms working again. But we're going to do some squats, so we're going to have those legs working too. Okay, so we're going to take the feet about shoulder distance apart, all right? Now, if you can, I want you to lift those elbows like this, and I'm holding the ball just away from my body. Okay, so try not to do this. All right, unless you absolutely have to. And if you let those elbows go down, it's going to be a lot easier on your shoulders and arms. So if you do start to feel a bit sore there, you can do that. But if you really want to strengthen them, try and keep them lifted, all right? So as we come down into a squat, we're going to push the ball away and pull it in. And push and in. And push and in. Now make sure that between each one of these, you stand up straight, okay? Don't leave yourself leaning forward. Down and stand straight. And down and stand straight. Try to keep your hands flat on the ball so that your wrists are getting stronger, but they're also not having that extra pressure in them and the fingertips more than they need. All right, let's do 3 more. 1, pull in, 2, pull in, and 3, pull it in. Good, let's take those feet out a little wider. And now we're going to take the ball above the head, up and forward, up and forward. Make sure those knees are pulling back over the toes. Don't let the inside of the foot or the ankle drop forward. Be aware of what you're doing. 5 more. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Good. Place the ball down. Squeeze and pinch. Shake it out. I know those arms are back at it again, aren't they? Good, okay. Still working with the legs. We're going to come over the top of the ball. So I'm actually going to come down, knees down the side of the ball like so. Remember, if you are strong in the center, like we discussed at the beginning, you have better balance, okay? So we're going to walk forward until we get the pelvis off the ball and the knees on the ball. Make sure you're not sagging through the back. Lift those hips, draw the belly button back. We're going to try and pull the ball towards us and then slowly push it away. Now, most important is that you're not rolling backwards with the ball, okay? You've got to come back to this plank each time. Now we're aiming for 5, belly button back and use your legs. You do not have to get your ball all the way in. Just move as much as you can and then lengthen out again. 2 more. Belly button back, keep it strong in the center the whole time. Good, now we're gonna walk back slowly. Again, stay strong in the center so that you don't rock from side to side. Good, my knees are on the floor, okay? I still have my feet tucked so I can push myself up to stand again, okay? Now I'm just gonna come forward so you can see me. All right, let's repeat. We're starting with the squats. So toes are forward, feet out. Are you ready? Let's breathe. Down, 1. Last one. Good, pull that ball in, turn the feet out, and we're pushing up. 1, 2, 3, it's like peekaboo. 4, 5, 2 more. Here's the last one. Good. This time I'm going to start at this end. I'm bringing the ball down to the floor, coming over the top, slowly, slowly, bending the knees, sliding them down the ball, okay, just so I don't have to come all the way down. Walk it forward. All right, you should have your knees on the ball and your pelvis off. All right, let's pull it in. 1. Stay connected, stay strong. Move as slowly as you can. 3. Aiming for 2 more, but if you can't do it, you can stop. Here's the last one. Good. Stay strong in the center as you take yourself back. Okay, I take my knees to the floor. Come into a crouch position. Drop your chin to your chest, bum to the ceiling. Now I want you to push the ball away, stretch out. Sink your chest down between your arms, your head down between your arms. Stretch the back of the legs, stretch the front of the chest. Good, bend your knees again so that you can come back down onto the floor. I'm going to turn around because I'm going to change cameras. Now, don't have a drink just yet because we are going to come over the top of the ball. All right? We want to get ourselves nice and even here. So coming over, make sure your legs aren't out really far, okay? They should still be roughly hip distance apart. All right? You're pushing back through the heels a little there so that you can keep your balance. Then you can reach the floor with your hands. All right, strong upper body. Don't sink down here over the ball. Lift up. You've got to be like a table and the ball's just been rolled underneath the table, okay? Belly button back, right arm, left leg lifting for 10, tap, 9, 8, 7, breathe out as you come up, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side now, lift. 2, 3. Make sure you breathe out as you come up and you don't lift that leg too high. If you find you're toppling forward, it'll be that leg getting too high. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's give our tummies a rest. Come back into child's pose. Good. As you come up, I want you to pull that ball in towards you again. Kneel up, over the top, tuck the toes, and back into position. So you can see when I do this, I've got my knees bent, okay? If you want to go a little harder, you can lengthen those legs out. So push your feet away from you a little bit. All right, let's go. Right arm, left leg, tapping 1, 2, 3. Draw that belly button towards your spine. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Change sides and 1, 2. Long leg, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Bend the knees, lower yourself down, and child's pose. Good. Okay, we're going to come over the top of the ball. We're going to come over the top of the ball, so I'm just going to move backwards a little bit, pull the ball in, come over the top. Then I want you to just take yourself so that the weight is in the upper body. And then one elbow at a time comes down to the floor. So you should still have your belly button, your pelvis, your butt's right on the top of the ball here, okay? So we want to be in this position here. Relax your hands, shoulders, make sure they're not creeping up to the ears, draw them back, and belly button to the spine. Now we're lengthening those legs, so when we do that, we're going to squeeze and lengthen so that we come into a straight line and swimmer kick for 10, 9, 8, 7, does not need to be super fast, 5, control, 3, 2, and 1, and lower the legs. Good, let's go again. Squeeze those legs together and lengthen. Keep squeezing the bum. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And take it down. Good. I'm going to get you to come up. And while you have a stretch, I'm just going to quickly show you a few do's and don'ts in that position. All right, because I know what a lot of people do, and I'm just imagining it happening. So you really got to take that control of your own body while you're out there, while I can't see you. You need to take that control and really start learning to be aware of your body. So when you are in this position, I've already mentioned how you shouldn't be sunk down into your chest with your shoulders by your ears. It's as if you're in a plank, okay? Strong upper body. Now when I lengthen the legs, I squeeze my bum and I can actually feel the inner thighs squeeze as well, all right? So I'm not trying to swing them up as high as possible, okay? But I'm also not leaving them down here in this relaxed position, all right? So I squeeze the bum. So my bum is tightening here, all right? Then when I do my swimmer kick, my legs are still trying to lengthen themselves. So you don't switch that off by starting to do this. See how my knees are bending now, okay? You've got to work, see the difference? You've got to work from those hips. So that butt has to be engaged the whole time. Okay, so we're gonna come over. We're gonna do that again for the count of 10. And then for the count of 10, we're gonna go in and out, okay? So it's a small in and out movement with the legs, okay? Keep it small. Let's go over onto those elbows. Squeeze and lengthen, and off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Relax. And again, lengthen, in and out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And lower down and slowly back again. Good, all right. Stretch it out. All right, so before we run out of time of coming down onto our back, because I know you'd be so disappointed if that happened, let's turn around, okay? Gonna take the legs out wide, And as I come down onto the floor, I want you to wrap those legs right up and over the top of the ball, okay? So, I still have my legs about hip distance apart. So if we go out too wide, again, you can't really keep that stable on the ball. It feels like the ball's gonna slip out from under your legs, all right? So let's bring those feet right up on top there. Okay, let the chin tuck towards the chest. Let's take those arms out to the side, turn the palms to the ceiling, and we're gonna do a little oblique twist. Keep drawing that belly button back, through the center slowly to the other side. And again, we hold as we breathe in, and we breathe out as we roll. Take your time. You're going to feel your lower back gently roll along the floor. Might not be hard pressed into the floor, but as long as you can feel it at least trying to get there. All right, let's do one more to each side. And last one. And then we're coming back to the center. Bring the hands back down by your side. Pop the ball underneath the heels and then extend the legs out. So we don't want to have too much leg on the ball. More about heels, ankles, the lower calf area. All right, take a breath in through the nose, breathe out, pelvic tilt. Roll yourself up into a bridge and hold, breathe in and breathe out, reverse it nice and slow. I want you to feel your spine rolling on and off the floor. So rolling up, breathe in and hold, and rolling down. And again, rolling up, breathe in and hold, and breathe out, take it down again. Let's do 2 more of these. And 1. And 2. Roll it up. And roll it down. Good, okay. Bend the knees in towards the chest, bring in the ball with you. Okay, now we're gonna pick that ball up with the feet, place it between your legs, okay? So something that's been discussed in the past in this class, Telsa and Sheridan, is about the hips, okay? If you find that it's really hurting your hips, now you can actually take the ball a little bit further away. You might find you can even hold the ball better that way, because if you don't have that flexibility to be able to open the hips out too wide, what you need to bear in mind is that as much as that might take some release out of your hips, it is a harder position, okay? So now the ball is further from the center of the body, it's gonna feel heavier through the legs. So it's up to you, okay? I like to have it sort of between the calves. All right, we're then gonna slip those hands underneath the bum so that we can feel our lower back pushing towards the floor now, okay? And we're gonna keep the knees bent as we tap the ball down, up and back up, and down and back up. All right, tap and bring it in. Now, as the ball moves away from the body, I want you to breathe out deeply. Deep breath out and in. And in. And in. And last one. And in. Good. Slip those hands out. Grab the ball in your hands. You can leave your legs in tabletop, but if you want to give your legs a rest, you can lower them down to the floor. It's up to you. Take the ball back, and we're curling up and tap the knees. 1 and 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, deep breath out as you come up, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Good. I'm going to place that ball back between my knees, slip those hands under the bum, and we're going to tap the ball down again. 1. Remember, breathe out as you push away. Don't let your back arch away from the floor. Feel what happens as those legs move away. Stop if you need to, otherwise you've got 5, 4. Yeah, you can feel those legs working. 2. Big concern here is making sure that there's no pain or pressure in the back. Coming back with the ball in your hands now. Curling up and tap. 1. Bring that chin right into the chest. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Place the ball back into the legs, lower the ball down to the floor and swing the legs back over the top. Arms out to the side, palms to the ceiling. And we're going to twist again. Drawing through. Take your time. You're allowed to enjoy this one. Slowly through. And again. And through. Last one. And back to the center. Good work. All right. Let's bend the knees into tabletop. Place the feet onto the ball like so. And then I'm going to get you to take your right foot to the ceiling and I want you to pull those toes back towards you as much as you can. And you're going to feel a stretch in the back of the leg, probably down near the calf area when you do that, and then into the back of the knee. I want you to, if you can, grab hold of that leg and just try and pull it towards you a little bit, keeping that heel pushing to the ceiling so that the stretch is just that little bit more intense. Good, and then we're going to release, bend the knee and place that foot on the ball. Other leg pushes up through the heel, stretching into the calf area, slowly making its way into the back of the knee. Pull the leg towards you while you're still pushing that heel to the ceiling. Feel the stretch start to extend up higher as well. Good, and release and bend the knee. Good, okay, I'm going to get you to pick that ball up and place it in your hands, knees in at your chest. We're now going to roll up and balance. And if you can, take the ball up above your head, keep those shoulders down, belly button back. Good, how you going? If your back's getting tired, just place your feet on the floor. Good, stretch those legs out and sit up tall. All right, I want you to push your chest forward, then drop your head so that your ball hits the tops of your toes. So lengthen those arms. Let your head just hang down between the arms, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Then we're sitting up, lifting the ball, taking those legs out nice and wide, place the ball on the floor. Push the ball away. Keep the chest pushing forward. Feel the inner thighs stretching now. Let the head just hang down between the arms. Take a breath in. And breathing out. And again, breathing in. And deep breath out. I want you to stay hanging like this as you roll the ball towards the right foot. So we're still hanging, but we're now hanging over the right leg.
You can feel the stretch has changed in the lower back. It should be more on the left-hand side now. Keep yourself hanging down low as you come around to the other leg. Good, slowly back to the center, and then we roll the ball in and sit up tall. Good, take the ball to the side. This is my right now, okay? Ball on the right, grab the right leg, take it across the body, sit up tall as you hug and turn. Release around, let's change legs. Leg over, sit up tall and turn. And release. Good job. Okay, so we're going to swing those legs around so we can come up onto our knees. You're going to, doesn't matter what side the ball's on now, you're going to take your foot forward, square yourself up, okay? I don't want you leaning, I want you upright, and then I just want you to tuck that tailbone under. Keep lengthening the spine here. Good, and release, changing legs, and tuck, hold it there. And release. Good, okay, so from here, we come onto our toes like so, and we crouch down behind the ball. Okay, we're gonna relax the neck, dropping the chin to the chest, push that bum up to the ceiling. Now just make sure, actually let's take the feet about shoulder distance apart. We're gonna push the ball away. You can have bent knees, that's okay. I want you to sink that chest down like you're trying to stretch out your back. Then we're going to arch the back up to the ceiling like a cat. Let the chin drop to the chest here. Bend your knees a little bit, and as you come up, you're going to roll that ball back towards your legs. So pinch it with your knees. And then roll to stand up tall. With my head. Good, let's do that again. Roll it down. Okay, ball in the hands. Push it away, stretch, sink the chest down towards the floor. Arch the back like a cat, up. Roll the ball in, keep your chin on your chest. Pinch the ball with the knees and roll up and stand tall. Good. Just turn around so I can see you. Arms forward, deep breath out and squeeze. Deep breath out. And once more to the side. Coming over, this time we're going to really stretch that top arm and let the other arm just hang down by the leg. And up over to the other side. Good, I still have that ball between my knees. And back to the center. Good, all right, drop the chin down to the chest and take the chin up to the ceiling. And look forward. Look over the right shoulder. Here we do 3 head nods. 1 and 2. Make sure you get that chin right down. 3. Around to the other side. And again, 1. Get that chin right down. 2 and 3. Back to the front. Drop the ear down. And over. And up. Breathing in. And out. Breathe in, shoulders up, and breathe out. Breathe in, open gently, and deep breath out. Once more, and breathing in, and out. Breathe in, shoulders up, and shoulders down, and open, and release. Well done, everyone. Good work. All right, well with that then, I'm going to switch everything off and I'm going to go and chill.
Take it easy, everyone. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.